Well, where do I begin? First off, by going, I enjoy the music of Fighting Quests. I actually do like the day and night versions. Feels nice. Yes, the sound feels nice. No, but it did. I did like most of episodes for soundtrack. Just the only two things I think it fell flat on personally were Tokyo Night and Deuce. Really loved the Death Place remix I did for Mother though. So I guess I'll just play the game and talk about episode 5 because clearly that's what I should be doing. So when episode 5 first came out, I was a bit excited because, I mean, we got quest requests, a quest that you could do anytime. Yay! No more having to wait for EQs to play the game and get stuff that you want. And Hero was a thing. That still is a thing. Hero was a new thing. And Hero, I do like how Hero plays, it is very fluid, but I think a lot of us can agree on Hero being still a little too strong for what it is. Especially when you can just sword only and still get things done. As I am demonstrating. That aside though, I think one of the more disappointing things for episode 5 for me is that we have not really gotten a lot of content since its launch. The majority of the stuff that we've gotten is just recycled. Because after bust requests, we got the emergency bust requests. Yeah, let's make it an EQ now. That's great. What's new about the EQ? Well, there's Starkers. And Tunar, except he's slightly different Tunar. He's slightly different. He drops the sword, which does the same thing, except it's extremely hard to get. Yay. And then after that, you know, we've pretty much gotten next to nothing. Most of the stuff that we've gotten is just boost tweaks, essentially, for episode 5 and 4 content. Writing Quests being a pretty good example of that. Because, why, Sega? Why? Granted, I have nothing against Writing Quests myself, but I have a couple of friends who don't like this particular map, and I can't blame them because it does suck, but Writing Quests as a whole are fun enough. I mean, you get to fly around in a little ship and you get to build things. And at least it doesn't take like 2 minutes for one thing to spawn. Man, that bug was fun, wasn't it? It still happens in Tokyo, but at least it doesn't happen for 2 minutes, it just takes 1 instead. So yeah, you know what else we've gotten for episode 5 content? We've gotten some story stuff, which I honestly don't give a shit about because I don't give a shit about the story, I don't. I'll wait until it's finished before I start giving shit. Okay, that's episode 4. Spoiler alert, episode 4 was anime, except worse. I don't know why they thought making the anime canon was ever a good idea, but that's Sega for you. Or is Sega entirely to blame on this? I don't know. All I know is Sega's involved. That's usually how things go wrong. Oh yeah, let's not forget Dragon. Dragon is a very special enemy in this game. Very special boss. Here's how he works. He attacks the entire stage and he's on crack cocaine. Doesn't that sound like a fun boss to you? Especially if you're not playing Hero. Even Hero has a hard time tracking him sometimes. It's just not a very well-programmed fight at all. In fact, I think the only way it made it out of testing was that they tested it once and had nothing go wrong at all. Just by some unholy miracle. Either that or they don't test their game, which I'll get to in a second, because there's a pretty good feeling on that one. And then we got limited quests in the form of Enchanted Forest, which is not bad, honestly. It's got the PSO2 jungle theme, and you just run forward and kill shit. And then they also had another limited quest, which was essentially Buster quests, but without the tower defense. So it was run forward and kill shit. Of course, Dragon was run forward and kill shit, and Buster quests were kinda run forward and kill shit. I mean, you did have to defend the towers to some degree, but you did mostly run around killing things. But you can see that there's a trend for episode 5. I kind of don't like it. Oh, I should also mention to add on to that list of running forward to kill shit. Valentine's Day and White Day EQs, both did that. I will say that White they did it a little better because there was no split in the middle, so you didn't have to go like, alright, I hope the other 6 people who went here know how the game works. Wasn't a problem. I give up on finding medals. I do not know where they are on this map half the time. I'm just gonna hit things. I'll let professionals take care of this. Hopefully. Back on track. Also, the amount of collection file usage since Western Quest came out has been rather not useful. I think the only good collection files we've gotten since Evletta, which to me how I heard, that was just basically, hey, if you like doing Buster Quests, well, we'll give you gear to do Buster Quests better and faster, so you can do more Buster Quests. At least weapons weren't completely useless outside of them. They were pretty good standard 13 stars for newer players to have. And they're also free sentence and whatnot fodder, so it's nice. They are. But collection files after that seem to not be useful for anything, at least for endgame players. I can't say the same for newer players, but I'll give an example. The Valentine's Day and White Day ones were essentially just special ability, well, super special ability fodder. You know, you get them plus 35, you use their SSA, and that's it. One of them was S2 damage reduction. I think that was the Valentine's Day one. I don't remember what the White Day one was. Was it like something like PP reduction? I don't remember at all. It was quite forgettable. And of course, the latest content that we have is Omega Loser, which is, well, it's a step in the right direction as far as some level of effort goes. The fight works. I'll say that much. The fight actually works. I mean, granted, it's hard to fuck up Loser, but this is Sega we're talking about. We can't really trust them after what they did with Episode 4. I guess I don't know where to go with that one. Like, what else can I say about Episode 5 other than it's been a recycle fest, and it probably will continue to be, which is quite a shame because, again, I had high hopes for this. Like, hey, look, we get a new class, we get stuff to do that isn't restricted EQs, and then before you know it, they were back to mostly EQs, which kind of sucks because I'd rather be able to play the game anytime I want to instead of be like, hey, if you want this particular thing, then here's this EQ. Oh, you don't have time to play the EQ? Well, fuck you then. Because I've been hunting Demonia for a good while. All I've gotten is an Akatsuki, which was, to be entirely fair, from a quest that did not have Demonia in its drop pool. And I just did it to get the Conqueror's Crest. So, you know, I do have a Fortune Star. That's not extra. That's something, I guess. And I guess I'll probably level Hunter if it maybe 5 that comes out. That's nice immediate attack you got there. Air reversal, please. I can just say that Episode 5 has not been doing too well. I can only hope that it gets better from here, because, again, Loser actually works. Although it did not upon original release, because guess what Sega did? And this is why I tuned to mentioning I don't think they test the game anymore. The drop pool when Loser first came out, as you can see from the previous video, was ridiculously tiny! Oh, the drop amount, rather. So I don't know how that slipped out of the test servers. I don't. Literally, the only way that could have happened is if they just did not bother to check what it dropped. It's like, alright, the fight's done, ship it. Wait, what was the value for the drops again? It dropped like 30 or something? Just ship it, it's fine. I'm pretty sure we said something like that, right? No, it was... At least they did fix it somewhat promptly, and they also did compensate quite decently on this maintenance, because we got like 3 Trife 150s, 100 Star Gems, and 50 Conqueror's Crest. That is a very, very generous compensation that Sega gave out. I'll give them credit for that one. Also, the other compensations, like the minor pickups, like the emergency maintenance and login stuff, was to try 100 each. That's fair enough. I mean, things did not go terribly wrong for either of those. It was just Yeah, good job not testing losers drop at all. At the very least, the fight doesn't go terribly wrong like Dragon. What hit me straight? Oh, I have technically been. That's probably why this thing didn't hurt. So yeah, I'm gonna be performing writing quests this week because all that there is to do this week is outside of EQs, which I guess that's one final thing I haven't liked about how they handle episode 5 so far. We don't have a lot of content, and we just get like boost of the week kind of deals. That's not fun, Sega. That causes burnout. Even for dedicated players, that causes burnout, and burnout is not fun. Because we don't want to be limited to farming just one quest an entire week, at least according to our will. There's always EQs, but they haven't scheduled a lot for this week. Well, not as well. Okay, to be entirely fair, like last week was just loser everywhere, but that's fair enough because new boss. Also, eggs, please. So yeah, all I can really say about this game, as far as episode 5 goes, is it's not as fun as it should be. But, oh yeah, I guess on a very final note, because this is the last thing I can think of to ramble on about, the new XQ. It's kinda sucky. And at least the 4-man one is bearable because stage 3 doesn't have Phaleg. But Sega, why is your idea of challenge making bosses just be able to one-shot you? That's not difficulty, that's just, you know, taking the fun out of it. Difficulty is hard to explain, especially for a game like this. I would say that one of the better ways to handle it is to make the player have to be good at the game, and not just be good at the particular boss that you decided to make one-shot people. Sorry. And not just make everything a horrendous DPS check, because that's what most of these challenges feel like. That's kind of how the first Silver XQ went, was that, as far as expert goes, it felt more like a damage check than anything else, because if you just killed it quick enough, it couldn't hurt you. Which was an easy enough case to do as fighter, but people cheesed it with braver. That says something there too. Well, I guess I'll keep playing writing quests and leave this here. If anyone watched this, then I do thank you for taking the time to just listen to a man ramble on incoherently about episode 5 while he's playing writing quests, because entertainment is a very hard thing to do. But all I wanted to do was share my opinion in the most incoherent way possible, which I failed at, but I still said things in the incorrect order. This is what happens when you don't do scripts. Ugh.